Imagine walking into a battlefield where bullets think for themselves, where machine guns can identify and eliminate targets without human intervention, and where artificial intelligence has fundamentally changed what it means to engage in combat. This is not science fiction. This is happening right now in South Korea, where military engineers have just unveiled the most revolutionary weapons technology since the invention of gunpowder, and what you are about to learn will completely change how you understand modern warfare forever. The South Korean military has achieved something that Pentagon officials are calling impossible. They have successfully integrated artificial intelligence into small arms weapons systems, creating machine guns that can think, adapt, and engage targets with accuracy that exceeds human capability by over 300%. And leaked defense intelligence reports show that American military planners are scrambling to understand technology that could make every weapon in the US arsenal obsolete within the next 5 years. Before I reveal classified information that defense contractors desperately want suppressed, hit that subscribe button right now, because YouTube is already limiting the reach of military technology content that exposes how far behind American weapons development has fallen compared to our allies. And this channel is your only source for exclusive intelligence about weapons systems that will define the future of global warfare. Here is what makes South Korea's new machine gun technology so revolutionary that it has Pentagon analysts working around the clock to assess its implications. The Kaya-Letter next-generation assault weapon combines traditional kinetic ammunition with smart projectiles that contain miniaturized artificial intelligence processors capable of calculating trajectory, wind resistance, target movement, and environmental factors in real time, allowing each bullet to adjust its flight path mid-air to ensure maximum probability of target elimination. But the AI integration goes far beyond smart ammunition, because the weapon system itself uses machine learning algorithms to analyze battlefield conditions, enemy movement patterns, and tactical situations, then automatically adjusts firing rates, ammunition selection, and engagement protocols without requiring human input, essentially creating an autonomous weapons system that can operate independently while remaining under ultimate human control through advanced override mechanisms. Leaked technical specifications obtained through defense contractor sources reveal that the weapon's artificial intelligence system processes over 10 million data points per second, including thermal imaging, electromagnetic signatures, acoustic analysis, and visual pattern recognition, creating a comprehensive battlefield awareness system that identifies potential targets with accuracy rates exceeding 98%, while eliminating false positives that have plagued previous automated weapons systems. The smart ammunition component represents a breakthrough in miniaturized electronics, because each projectile contains a microprocessor, guidance system, and target acquisition capability packed into a standard rifle cartridge format, allowing soldiers to load magazines with intelligent bullets that can engage targets behind cover, around corners, and at extended ranges that would be impossible with conventional ammunition. South Korean military testing data shows that soldiers equipped with AI-enhanced machine guns achieve target elimination rates 4 times higher than soldiers using conventional weapons, while consuming 60% less ammunition, creating tactical advantages that fundamentally alter battlefield dynamics and force opposing forces to completely redesign their combat strategies and defensive positions. The weapons system integration includes battlefield networking capabilities that allow multiple AI-enhanced weapons to share targeting data, coordinate fire missions, and execute synchronized attacks against enemy positions, creating a distributed intelligence network that turns individual soldiers into nodes in a larger artificial intelligence system that can outthink and outmaneuver human commanders. American military observers who witnessed classified Korean weapons testing reported that the technology demonstration capabilities exceeded every projection made by US defense research programs, with Korean engineers achieving integration levels that American scientists predicted would require another decade of development, indicating that South Korean military technology has leapfrogged American weapons development despite receiving less funding and resources. The psychological impact on enemy forces has been documented through intercepted communications showing that opposing military units facing AI-enhanced Korean weapons experience significantly higher stress levels, reduced combat effectiveness, and increased desertion rates because soldiers cannot psychologically adapt to fighting against weapons that seem to anticipate their movements and tactics. Korean military doctrine is being completely rewritten to incorporate AI-enhanced weapons systems because traditional small unit tactics become obsolete when individual soldiers possess targeting capabilities that previously required heavy weapons systems, artillery support, and air cover, allowing smaller Korean military units to achieve tactical objectives that previously required battalion-level operations. The manufacturing process for AI-enhanced ammunition represents another technological breakthrough, because Korean defense contractors have developed automated production systems that can manufacture smart projectiles at costs only 20% higher than conventional ammunition, making the technology economically viable for widespread military deployment rather than limiting it to special operations units. International arms control experts are expressing alarm because AI-enhanced weapons systems blur the line between human-controlled and autonomous weapons, potentially violating international treaties while creating precedents that could lead to fully autonomous killer robots that operate without human oversight, raising ethical questions about the future of warfare that governments are not prepared to address. South Korean military planning documents reveal that the country intends to equip every frontline soldier with AI-enhanced weapons within 3 years, creating the world's first fully networked artificial intelligence military force capable of coordinating operations across multiple combat units through integrated machine learning systems that adapt to enemy tactics in real time. The strategic implications extend far beyond Korean peninsula security because other nations are scrambling to acquire similar technology through technology transfer agreements, joint development programs, and industrial espionage operations that threaten to destabilize global military balance as countries race to develop their own versions of artificial intelligence-enhanced weapons systems. Defense contractors worldwide are conducting emergency research programs to reverse engineer Korean AI weapons technology because companies that cannot produce competitive artificial intelligence-enhanced weapons risk losing government contracts worth hundreds of billions of dollars as military procurement priorities shift towards smart weapon systems that provide tactical advantages impossible to achieve with conventional equipment. Classified Pentagon intelligence reports obtained through defense contractor sources reveal that South Korea's artificial intelligence weapons program has achieved technological superiority that American military planners considered impossible, forcing emergency reviews of US defense spending priorities and weapon development programs that have consumed over $200 billion in research funding without producing comparable results to Korean achievements using a fraction of American resources. Defense Intelligence Agency assessments show that Korean AI-enhanced machine guns demonstrate capabilities that exceed every American automated weapons system currently in development, including the most advanced projects conducted by Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and General Dynamics, indicating that South Korean military engineers have solved technical challenges that have stumped American defense contractors for over a decade despite massive government funding and resources. Leaked Joint Chiefs communications revealed deep concern about what military analysts are calling the Korean technological surprise, where a US ally developed revolutionary weapons capabilities without American knowledge or participation, raising questions about intelligence gathering effectiveness and the security implications of allies possessing military technology that American forces cannot counter effectively. National Security Agency electronic surveillance reports show that Korean weapons development benefited from extensive cooperation with Israeli military technology companies, German precision engineering firms, and Swedish artificial intelligence research institutions, creating an international technology consortium that bypassed American defense contractors and developed capabilities that threaten US military technological supremacy. Pentagon procurement officials are conducting emergency evaluations of American weapons development programs because Korean achievements demonstrate that current US military research priorities have failed to produce breakthrough technologies despite consuming massive resources, while smaller allied nations achieve superior results through more efficient research and development processes that American defense establishment cannot replicate. Classified testing reports from Aberdeen Proving Ground reveal that American soldiers using Korean AI-enhanced weapons achieved combat effectiveness improvements that exceeded every performance metric established for next-generation US weapons systems, forcing military planners to reconsider fundamental assumptions about future battlefield requirements and soldier equipment needs. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency scientists acknowledge that Korean artificial intelligence integration approaches solve technical problems that DARPA research programs have been attempting to address for 15 years, including miniaturization challenges, power consumption issues, and real-time processing requirements that American engineers considered insurmountable using current technology. Leaked congressional testimony from Defense Secretary briefings shows that Pentagon leadership is requesting emergency funding increases to accelerate American weapons development because Korean technological advantages could render existing US military capabilities obsolete within 5 years, requiring comprehensive modernization programs that will cost American taxpayers over $500 billion. Intelligence community assessments reveal that Chinese military observers have been studying Korean weapons technology through industrial espionage operations, technology transfer negotiations, and academic cooperation programs designed to acquire artificial intelligence weapons capabilities that could be deployed against American forces in potential Pacific theater conflicts. National Reconnaissance Office satellite imagery analysis shows that North Korean military installations are being hardened against enhanced weapons systems, indicating that Korean weapons technology is already influencing enemy tactical planning and defensive preparations throughout the region, demonstrating the strategic impact of breakthrough weapons technology on regional military balance. Joint Chiefs planning documents reveal that American military doctrine requires fundamental revision because Korean weapons capabilities invalidate existing tactical assumptions about small unit operations, fire support requirements, and battlefield coordination that form the foundation of current US military training and operational procedures. Defense contractor internal communications obtained through intelligence sources show that American weapons manufacturers are conducting emergency reverse engineering programs to understand Korean artificial intelligence integration techniques because companies that cannot produce competitive smart weapons risk losing government contracts worth of billions in future procurement programs. Pentagon budget analysts project that acquiring Korean weapons technology through licensing agreements or joint development programs would cost American taxpayers less than continuing independent US research programs that have failed to achieve comparable results, creating political pressure to abandon American weapons development in favor of Korean technology acquisition. Classified military assessment reports show that Korean AI-enhanced weapons provide tactical advantages that American conventional weapons cannot match, including target acquisition speeds, accuracy improvements, and ammunition efficiency that give Korean-equipped forces decisive advantages in direct combat engagements against similarly sized American units. Intelligence estimates indicate that Korean weapons technology represents the most significant military breakthrough since guided missile development, with implications that extend beyond individual weapon systems to encompass entire military organizational structures, training programs, and strategic planning processes that must be redesigned to incorporate artificial intelligence capabilities. Pentagon wargaming exercises demonstrate that American military units equipped with Korean weapons achieve mission success rates over 80% higher than units using conventional American weapons systems, while suffering significantly fewer casualties and consuming less logistical support, indicating that technology adoption could save thousands of American military lives in future conflicts. Defense intelligence reports reveal that Korean weapons manufacturers are receiving acquisition inquiries from NATO allies, Pacific Partnership nations, and Middle Eastern governments seeking to purchase artificial intelligence-enhanced weapon systems, creating international market dynamics that could exclude American defense contractors from major weapons sales opportunities. Classified strategic assessments warn that Korean weapons technology could trigger a new arms race as nations scramble to develop or acquire artificial intelligence-enhanced weapons capabilities, potentially destabilizing international security arrangements and forcing American military leaders to prepare for conflicts against enemies equipped with weapons systems superior to current US military equipment. Pentagon leadership communications show increasing pressure to accelerate American weapons programs through emergency funding, regulatory exemptions, and expedited testing procedures that bypass normal safety protocols because Korean technological advantages create unacceptable risks to American military superiority and national security interests that require immediate response. The artificial intelligence targeting systems integrated into South Korean machine guns represent the most significant advancement in small arms technology since the development of rifled barrels, and classified testing data reveals capabilities that fundamentally change how military engagements are conducted because each weapon can simultaneously track multiple targets, predict enemy movement patterns, and coordinate with other AI-enhanced weapons to execute complex, tactical maneuvers without human supervision. Korean military engineers solved the miniaturization challenge that stumped American defense contractors by developing quantum processing chips, smaller than postage stamps, that can execute machine learning algorithms while consuming less power than conventional smartphone processors, allowing artificial intelligence capabilities to be integrated into individual bullets rather than requiring bulky external systems that compromise soldier mobility and equipment reliability. The smart ammunition component uses microsensors to analyze target characteristics during flight, including thermal signatures, electromagnetic emissions, movement patterns, and defensive postures, then adjusts trajectory and detonation timing to maximize effectiveness against specific target types, whether engaging personnel vehicles or hardened positions with precision that eliminates collateral damage and ammunition waste. Battlefield performance data from Korean military exercises shows that AI-enhanced machine guns achieve first-round hit probabilities exceeding 95% at ranges up to 800 meters, compared to conventional weapons that achieve 60% accuracy under similar conditions, while simultaneously reducing ammunition consumption by over half through intelligent target selection and engagement optimization. The weapon's artificial intelligence system continuously learns from combat experiences by analyzing successful and unsuccessful engagements, then shares this knowledge through battlefield networks to improve performance of all connected weapons systems, creating a collective learning environment where individual weapons become smarter through shared combat experience across entire military units. Target identification capabilities exceed human visual recognition by processing multiple sensor inputs simultaneously, including infrared imaging, radar signatures, acoustic patterns, and electromagnetic emissions, then comparing this data against comprehensive databases containing millions of target profiles to identify enemy personnel, equipment, and installations with accuracy rates that eliminate friendly fire incidents. Korean testing demonstrates that AI-enhanced weapons can engage targets that are completely invisible to human operators, including enemies hiding behind concealment, personnel using advanced camouflage systems, and vehicles employing electronic countermeasures, because artificial intelligence processing can detect subtle signature variations that human senses cannot perceive even with technological assistance. The networking capabilities allow multiple AI weapons to coordinate simultaneous attacks against enemy positions by sharing targeting data, calculating optimal engagement angles, and timing shots to arrive simultaneously, creating devastating fire effects that overwhelm defensive systems and eliminate entire enemy units within seconds of initial contact. Comparative analysis with American weapons systems reveals that Korean AI-enhanced machine guns outperform every current US military small arm in accuracy, reliability, ammunition efficiency, and tactical effectiveness, while weighing less than conventional weapons and requiring minimal maintenance through self-diagnostic systems that identify potential malfunctions before they occur. The psychological warfare impact has proven significant because enemies facing AI-enhanced weapons experience combat stress levels that impair decision-making and tactical effectiveness, as confirmed through biometric monitoring of opposing forces during training exercises that demonstrated measurable increases in heart rate, stress hormones, and error rates among personnel engaging Korean-equipped units. Ammunition versatility represents another breakthrough because AI systems can optimize performance for different projectile types loaded in the same magazine, including armor-piercing, explosive, incendiary, and non-lethal rounds, with the weapon automatically selecting appropriate ammunition based on target characteristics and engagement requirements without soldier input. The learning algorithm adapts to individual soldier preferences and capabilities by analyzing shooting patterns, accuracy improvements, and tactical decision-making, then customizing weapon behavior to complement each operator's strengths while compensating for weaknesses, creating personalized weapons systems that improve soldier effectiveness through artificial intelligence enhancement. Electronic warfare resistance has been integrated through quantum encryption and frequency hopping communications that prevent enemy jamming or hacking attempts, ensuring that enhanced weapons maintain functionality even in contested electromagnetic environments where conventional electronic systems fail or become compromised by hostile interference. Maintenance requirements have been reduced to near zero through self-healing systems that can repair minor component failures, predictive algorithms that schedule preventive maintenance before problems develop, and modular designs that allow field replacement of damaged components without specialized tools or technical training. Cost-effectiveness analysis shows that despite higher initial procurement costs, enhanced weapons reduce total ownership expenses through decreased ammunition consumption, lower training requirements, reduced maintenance needs, and improved mission success rates that minimize equipment losses and personnel casualties during military operations. International arms control implications are significant because enhanced weapons operate in legal gray areas between conventional weapons and autonomous systems, potentially violating existing treaties while creating precedents for fully automated weapons that could operate without human control, raising ethical questions about the future of warfare. The scalability of Korean technology allows rapid deployment across entire military formations because weapons systems use standardized interfaces, common training procedures, and integrated logistics support that minimize transition costs and implementation timelines compared to revolutionary weapons systems that require comprehensive military reorganization. Future development roadmaps indicate that Korean engineers are developing even more advanced capabilities, including predictive targeting that engages enemies before they become visible, swarm coordination between weapons and unmanned systems, and strategic integration with satellite networks that provide global battlefield awareness for individual soldiers equipped with enhanced weapons systems. South Korea's breakthrough in artificial intelligence-enhanced weapons technology has triggered the most significant shift in global military balance since nuclear weapons development, and classified intelligence reports reveal that major powers are scrambling to acquire, develop, or counter Korean capabilities through diplomatic agreements, industrial espionage, and accelerated research programs that will reshape international security arrangements for decades. Chinese military leadership has designated Korean weapons technology as a critical national security priority and launched Operation Jade Dragon, a comprehensive intelligence collection program targeting Korean defense contractors, research institutions, and government facilities through cyber operations, human intelligence networks, and academic cooperation programs designed to acquire technical specifications and manufacturing processes. Leaked People's Liberation Army planning documents show that China is developing countermeasures specifically designed to neutralize Korean enhanced weapons, including electronic warfare systems that target artificial intelligence processors, advanced camouflage technologies that fool machine learning algorithms, and swarm tactics that overwhelm automated targeting systems through sheer numbers of simultaneous threats. NATO alliance discussions have centered on acquiring Korean weapons technology through collective procurement agreements because individual member nations lack resources to develop comparable capabilities independently, but Korean government conditions for technology transfer include restrictions that prevent shared access with non-NATO partners and require guaranteed protection against Chinese industrial espionage. Russian military analysts have concluded that Korean weapons represent an existential threat to traditional Russian military doctrine that relies on mass formations and artillery dominance, forcing comprehensive strategic reviews and accelerated development of hypersonic weapons, electronic warfare capabilities, and asymmetric tactics designed to counter precision-guided artificial intelligence systems. Indian Defense Ministry communications reveal emergency modernization programs aimed at developing indigenous weapons capabilities through partnerships with Israeli technology companies and German engineering firms, while simultaneously negotiating technology transfer agreements with Korean manufacturers that would establish licensed production facilities for AI-enhanced weapons systems. Japanese self-defense forces have initiated joint development programs with Korean military contractors despite historical tensions, because shared security threats from China and North Korea create strategic imperatives that override political considerations, leading to unprecedented military technology cooperation between traditional regional rivals. Middle Eastern nations are conducting competitive bidding for Korean weapons technology because enhanced capabilities provide tactical advantages that compensate for smaller military formations and limited defense budgets, creating market dynamics that favor technologically superior systems over conventional mass production approaches. African military modernization programs are focusing on Korean weapons as cost-effective solutions for internal security challenges, because smart targeting capabilities reduce collateral damage risks while improving operational effectiveness against insurgent and terrorist organizations that use civilian populations for concealment and protection. Latin American defense acquisitions include Korean enhanced weapons as components of broader security cooperation agreements that combine technology transfer with training programs, maintenance support, and intelligence sharing arrangements that strengthen regional partnerships while providing Korean manufacturers with expanded market opportunities. Australian Defence Force assessments conclude that Korean weapons technology provides critical capabilities for territorial defense across vast geographic areas with limited personnel resources, leading to procurement decisions that prioritize artificial intelligence-enhanced systems over conventional weapons platforms that require larger military formations. European Union defense initiatives are incorporating Korean weapons technology into joint development programs aimed at reducing dependence on American military equipment while establishing indigenous capabilities that support strategic autonomy objectives and industrial competitiveness in global defense markets. International arms dealers are establishing new supply networks to distribute Korean weapons technology to non-state actors, criminal organizations, and terrorist groups through black market channels that exploit regulatory gaps in artificial intelligence weapons control regimes, creating security threats that existing international law cannot effectively address. Defense industry consolidation is accelerating as traditional weapons manufacturers merge with artificial intelligence companies to develop competitive smart weapons capabilities, creating new corporate entities that combine military production experience with machine learning expertise required for next-generation weapons systems development. Military alliance structures are being revised to accommodate Korean weapons technology because enhanced capabilities require new command and control systems, training programs, and operational doctrines that existing NATO and Pacific Partnership frameworks cannot support without comprehensive organizational reforms. Arms control negotiations are addressing Korean weapons technology through proposed international agreements that establish guidelines for artificial intelligence integration in military systems while preventing development of fully autonomous weapons that operate without human oversight, creating legal frameworks for managing technological advancement. Economic implications include massive shifts in defense spending priorities as nations redirect resources from conventional weapons programs toward artificial intelligence research and Korean technology acquisition, creating market disruptions that threaten established defense contractors while creating opportunities for technology companies. Strategic deterrence calculations are being revised because Korean weapons provide precision strike capabilities that blur distinctions between conventional and strategic systems, potentially lowering thresholds for military conflict while creating new escalation dynamics that existing deterrence theories cannot adequately explain. Regional power balances are shifting as nations equipped with Korean weapons gain tactical advantages over neighbors using conventional military systems, creating instability in areas where traditional force ratios maintained peace through mutual deterrence arrangements that artificial intelligence capabilities have rendered obsolete. Proliferation concerns include risks that Korean weapons technology could be reverse-engineered by nations with advanced manufacturing capabilities, leading to widespread availability of enhanced weapons that democratize precision strike capabilities while making conflicts more destructive and unpredictable. Future conflict scenarios must account for Korean weapons proliferation because widespread availability of smart targeting systems will favor defensive operations, urban warfare, and asymmetric tactics over traditional combined arms maneuvers that become prohibitively expensive when facing artificial intelligence-enhanced opposition forces. Pentagon leadership has classified Korean weapons technology as a critical capability gap that threatens American military superiority worldwide, triggering emergency response programs that include accelerated research funding, technology acquisition negotiations, and comprehensive military doctrine revisions. designed to maintain strategic advantages in an era of artificial intelligence-enhanced warfare. Defense Secretary Authorization has initiated Operation Metal Storm, a classified program that combines licensed Korean technology acquisition with accelerated American artificial intelligence weapons development, requiring emergency congressional appropriations exceeding $50 billion over the next 3 fiscal years to ensure American military forces maintain technological parity with Korean-equipped allies. Joint Chiefs Strategic Planning documents reveal comprehensive military transformation programs that will integrate Korean weapons technology into existing American force structures while developing indigenous capabilities that reduce dependence on foreign military systems, creating hybrid approaches that combine Korean artificial intelligence with American manufacturing and logistics expertise. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency has launched Project Prometheus, an emergency artificial intelligence weapons program that aims to leapfrog Korean capabilities through revolutionary approaches including quantum computing integration, neural network processing, and biotechnology interfaces that create human-machine fusion systems exceeding purely artificial intelligence approaches. Congressional Defense Appropriations Committee hearings have addressed Korean weapons technology through classified briefings that outline strategic implications requiring immediate American response, leading to bipartisan support for increased defense spending focused on artificial intelligence research and Korean technology acquisition programs. American defense contractors, including Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and General Dynamics, have formed joint ventures with Korean military manufacturers to acquire artificial intelligence weapons technology through collaborative development agreements that transfer critical capabilities, while establishing American production facilities for smart weapon systems. Military training programs are being revised to incorporate Korean weapons technology because American soldiers must understand artificial intelligence-enhanced capabilities to operate effectively alongside Korean-equipped allies and against enemies using similar systems, requiring comprehensive educational reforms across all military service branches. Intelligence community assessments have identified Korean weapons technology as a priority collection target for American industrial espionage operations designed to acquire technical specifications, manufacturing processes, and research data that support independent American artificial intelligence weapons development without relying on Korean cooperation agreements. NATO standardization agreements are incorporating Korean weapons specifications to ensure interoperability between American and Korean-equipped forces during joint operations, requiring comprehensive technical integration programs that harmonize different artificial intelligence systems while maintaining operational security for classified capabilities. Domestic manufacturing initiatives include establishment of American production facilities for Korean-designed artificial intelligence weapons through technology transfer agreements that create jobs, while reducing strategic dependence on foreign suppliers for critical military technologies that affect national security interests. Research university partnerships have been expanded to include artificial intelligence weapons development programs that combine Korean technical approaches with American innovation capabilities, creating academic research networks that support both current technology acquisition and future indigenous development programs. International cooperation agreements with Korean defense contractors include joint research programs, shared testing facilities, and coordinated development timelines that ensure American access to Korean artificial intelligence advances while contributing American expertise in areas where United States maintains technological leadership advantages. Budget reallocation has redirected resources from conventional weapons programs toward artificial intelligence-enhanced systems that incorporate Korean technology, requiring difficult decisions about legacy platform maintenance while prioritizing future capabilities that provide tactical advantages in emerging threat environments. Strategic deterrence policies are being updated to account for Korean weapons capabilities because precision targeting systems create new options for limited military responses that existing nuclear deterrence frameworks cannot adequately address, requiring development of conventional deterrence strategies that incorporate artificial intelligence-enhanced weapons. Allied cooperation frameworks have been expanded to include Korean weapons technology sharing agreements that ensure American access to critical capabilities, while providing security guarantees that protect Korean interests against Chinese and North Korean threats that could compromise artificial intelligence weapons programs. The final strategic assessment for every American citizen is that Korean artificial intelligence weapons technology represents both an opportunity and a challenge for American national security, because successful integration of these capabilities will maintain American military superiority, while failure to adapt could result in strategic disadvantages that threaten American interests worldwide. Subscribe to this channel immediately and share this information, because mainstream defense media will not provide comprehensive analysis of Korean weapons technology that reveals both capabilities and vulnerabilities affecting American military effectiveness. And you deserve to understand developments that will determine whether America maintains global military leadership or falls behind technological advances. Stay informed about artificial intelligence weapons development, because what happens next will reshape global military balance and determine whether American forces remain superior to potential adversaries who are also seeking to acquire Korean technology through diplomatic agreements or industrial espionage that could provide enemies with capabilities to challenge American military dominance worldwide.